So this is going to be a kind of a quick video about Metal Gear Solid 5. It's just something that's kind of been rattling around my head, and I want to see what y'all think. So apparently Kiefer Sutherland has been confirmed as the new voice of Snake in the new game Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. Now, what's bugging me is, if you remember the very first trailer that they showed before they even revealed it was a Metal Gear Solid game, it was the Phantom Pain trailer, the very first trailer. You're in the first person view of Snake, and in the very first few minutes of it, you are greeted by this mysterious man that has his face bandaged up, and he sounds mysteriously like Kiefer Sutherland. So, if Kiefer Sutherland is doing Snake's voice, then who can this other person be? And I've been thinking about it. I'm pretty sure it's Solidus. It's like there's no one else it really could be. There's no reason why they would use the same voice actor for two different characters. They could, but it sounds like Kiefer Sutherland, so it's like he's not really changing his voice or anything. Is this guy Solidus? I don't know, but it makes sense because Solidus is the only perfect clone of Big Boss. So he should sound just like him, he should look just like him, and it's like his face is covered so you don't know what he looks like, and is this bandaged man Solidus? Is Solidus in the new game? Will we get to see at least how he's created, if he's in there, what's going on? I'd like to see it. I think it'd be pretty cool if you had a clone of yourself fighting with you. Now, like I said, this is just kind of a quick video. Another weird thing I noticed was in the newest trailer they show, where they actually show gameplay, where Snake goes and gets Kaz. Something weird happened in there. Maybe it's just me, but at the end of Peace Walker, Snake basically says that he wants to be called Big Boss or Boss. Because the entire game he's been rejecting being called that. And Kaz always calls him Boss. So it was kind of weird to me that when he goes to save Kaz and Kaz sees him, Kaz calls him Snake, which is just but you always call him Boss. I don't know why you're calling him Snake. Maybe these are probably just little things that I'm just noticing. There's probably a ton more. Another thing I wanted to throw in, one of the things that's been bugging the crap out of me since pretty much I found out in Peace Walker that Solid and Liquid have already been created. That's been confirmed. It happened. The Les Enfants Terribles project took place in the 1970s. I think it was 1972 is the exact date, but I'm not 100% sure. And what kills me, though, is if you remember Metal Gear Solid 2 tanker scene, the very end of the tanker, which is that scene's burned in my memory because I've watched it so many times. But Liquid Ocelot is talking to Solid Snake, and he says to him, pretty much to the extent of, he's like, our materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But then I'm like, that doesn't make any sense now, because I don't know what that means, because I assume he was talking about them, but if they were made in the 1970s, and Peace Walker, Big Boss is only 39 years old, so he ain't even close to being in his 50s. I'm like, did they mean in his 50s they created Solidus, or were there more than one created? Was there more than one Solidus Snake or whatever, and then they got picked off and only Solidus was left? I don't know. Are they talking about the Genome Soldiers? I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, just one of those little things that have been rattling around in my head. I'd like to hear what you guys think. If you can leave a comment or video response, or tie a note to a pigeon, send me the pigeon. However you want to get the message to me, I'd really like to hear your thoughts, and whatever you think about it, just let me know. I'll see y'all later. I may be doing more Metal Gear Solid videos in the future. I've kind of wanted to do one where I kind of establish a timeline and kind of go through the games a little bit by a little bit, and just because I'm a real big fan. I'm a real big fan of the lore, everything that goes into it. But yeah, that's all I'm going to cram into this session. Alright, thanks.